hope you will follow this on the map. And I think it was chapter 13 and chapter 16. I put it in the description, a link where that you can download um, the uh, notes and outlines. The last two pages of the 33 pages are maps. And we are in the last page, which is the last map. You will notice that he goes to Thessalonica and Berea, still traveling westward into Macedonia, then southern to Athens. Thessalonica uh, will be his next significant stop for the missionary activities. Again, I want to thank Paul. I want to thank uh, J. Vernon McGee for Through the Bible series, and my son uh, Chad for volume 4 of this series. And so Paul's missionary, uh, Paul's ministry in Thessalonica, verse 1. Now, when they had passed through Amph- uh, Amphipolis and Apollonia, they came to Thessalonica, where was a synagogue of the Jews. As we have noted, Paul used the synagogue as a springboard to get into the city or a community. This would lead him to devout Jews of the city, and some of those Jews would believe. Never did all of them believe, but some of them did. In fact, most of them would reject him, and this would push him right out to the Gentiles. Then some of the Gentiles believed. This is how the church would come into existence, a local church composed of Jews and Gentiles. The Amphipolis was also called Nine Ways, which name suggests its importance both strategically and commercially. Most cities are built on the pattern of a square, but this was like a roundhouse, and the wall around it was round. It was an important station on the Via Egnatia, a Roman road which was the prominent thoroughfare through that area. It was 500 miles from the Hellespont to Dyrrhachium on the Adriatic by this road. This would be the highway which the Roman army would use. This was the route the traders would travel, and now here come some missionaries on this road going to uh, Thessalonica. Apollonia was another town on this same Egnatian road. Thessalonica was 38 miles west of Apollonia on the Egnatian road. It was an inland. It was inland, but it was a seaport because three rivers flowed into the sea from there. It was a prominent city of that day, another Roman colony. Cassandra rebuilt it in about 315 BC, and it is thought that he named it after Thessalonica, the stepsister of Alexander the Great. There are some warm springs there, and the earlier name of the town was Therma or Thermae. Cassandra was one of the generals of Alexander the Great, and he took over the rule of that area after the death of Alexandria. At the time of Paul, however, the city was a Roman colony. And that concludes that section.